Hi everybody, Matt here, Simply Strength. There's really no need for a decision about the video topic today. A news headline on MSN Lifestyle, and I've included a link below. It's the headline about Jeremy Kyle, who hosts a Jerry Springer-like discussion stroke debate show where people generally fall out with each other and want to kill each other. He's defended male domestic violence, in particular a victim of male domestic violence, after all of the audience members laughed at him. And I don't watch Jeremy Kyle because I think it's a joke, and I think he basically has the worst people in society on his show, and it's not something I really want to waste my time watching. But I'm really proud of the guy today because he's done what a lot of people don't do, and he's stood up for equal rights, stood up for the rights of men to be recognised as domestic violence victims. And I'm just going to go through the article. He's been forced to defend a male domestic abuse victim on his Jeremy Kyle show after the audience laughed at his traumatic story. Jeff, the guy, appeared on the controversial programme to confront his ex-girlfriend, Danny, about her alleged cheating and aggressive behaviour towards him. Quote, "It was violent from her side. It is a bit embarrassing to admit it," Jeff revealed before recounting a time when he jumped from a third-floor balcony, to get away from Danny after she locked him in. "I ended up in hospital and I cut all my arm and back open." What is there to be embarrassed about, Jeff? There's nothing to be embarrassed about. The audience cruelly laughed at Jeff's story, prompting Kyle to step in and demand they be less sexist and more sensitive. That's bang on, absolutely bang on. I'm so pleased that Jeremy Kyle, of all people, has been the better man, been the better person, and stood up to these tyrants. I mean, the fact that they laugh in that manner at something as bad as domestic violence towards a man is revealing. It's revealing about the type of people he gets on the show, given that his audience is mostly women, let's be honest. It's a daytime talk show. He's basically said, "It's not funny though, is it? I don't want to upset anyone in the audience, but if a woman was sat here and a bloke had locked her in a flat and she'd been forced to jump out and injure herself, you lot would not be laughing." I mean, it's exactly right. Exactly right. If the gender roles were reversed, they would all be in shock. You would be saying he's a total nightmare, he should be locked up, and this is disgraceful. Just because it happened to a bloke, it is not funny. Like a class of ashamed schoolchildren, the audience fell silent before applauding Kyle's speech, both in the studio and on social media. Yeah, they probably realised what morons they sounded. This just shows how, when roles are reversed, domestic abuse is viewed so differently, one Twitter user said, while others gave Kyle massive respect for making his important point clear. Danny was invited onto the stage to defend herself against Jeff's accusations, saying he, quote, "hit her in the boob," and denying that she ever locked him in. DNA results prove that Jeff is the father of their children, and the former lovers agreed to remain amicable for the sake of the family. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, that news story pissed me off quite a lot this morning, so I thought I would share it with you. Jeremy Kyle's gone up in my estimations quite a lot now, because he's had the courage to stand up to it. And just to prove that it's not, isolated instance of domestic violence against men, you can look at the statistics, freedom of information statistics, and you can get these on the internet. From 2012 to 2014, the phone calls from male domestic violence victims to the police in English and Welsh police forces, you can check out those statistics. And let's see, you've got 2014 grand total of, for females in 2014, there was 164,092 cases. And for men, there was 43,162 cases. So it's not as scant as a lot of people would like you to believe. So, it's a big problem. As bad as domestic violence towards women is, if we truly believe in equality, we need to treat everyone as equals, and not diminish or belittle or indeed laugh at male victims of domestic violence. So yeah, Jeremy Kyle, well done. You stood up for equality, equal rights, and I thought I'd just share that with you. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.